Okay. Om Sadashiva Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam. Okay. Remember, we are under the topic of ignorance. It doesn't touch you, the Atma, only your mind. Based on that, he is saying something else. Where is the mind, the body, ignorance, etc.? Where is it? In the consciousness or away from the consciousness?
In the consciousness. Everything is in the consciousness.
Remember, body is, consciousness is. Body is not there, consciousness is. Mind is, consciousness is. Mind is not there, consciousness is. Knowledge is, consciousness is. Knowledge not there, consciousness is. Ignorance there, consciousness there. Ignorance gone, consciousness still is. So the consciousness is a constant factor throughout everything. All these are dependent on the consciousness. The consciousness is independent of all of them. Okay. Now, speaking about the consciousness, he puts in, the ignorance, he puts in a verse. Okay, he says, Tatapi bhati kopyesha vichara abhava jivanaha avayascha akashe vichara kode advadi. Tatapi abhati esha ajnanaha. This ignorance, esha meaning this is what? Ignorance. Kapi bhati, it comes, it's there because you experience it, you say it is there. Ignorance is only by your experience, nothing else, okay? It's there. Tatapi bhati, abhati, it's there. How? Vichara abhava jivanaha. Any ignorance continues its existence only because you have not done vichara on the subject matter. Vichara is an inquiry, an analysis, a study, a pramana vichara. I am ignorant of Spanish. And why is the Spanish ignorance continuing? Because I have not done vichara on studying Spanish. I have not done vichara. If I do, it goes. So it exists only as long as you don't do vichara. Self-ignorance. How long will it exist? As long as you want it to. You can go to the moon and come back and remain self-ignorant. No? You can colonize Mars and still be self-ignorant. But, he says, vicharam na sahate. It doesn't stand inquiry. It exists only because there is no pramana vichara done. If you use the pramana to know yourself, where is ignorance? Gone. It's gone. Therefore, avasyayas chidakashe. In the space of consciousness, like the mist, ignorance comes. Like the mist, there is some, like in the early mornings, you'll see here, there is mist floating around. How long? Until Suryodaya, until Vichara Kodaya. Avadi. Its avadi, its limit is when the Vichara is born in your mind. Vichara stands inquiry into the self. So when knowledge is born, ignorance disappears. How long does it take for the mist to go? Sunrise? Ho gaya na, come. It's gone. So how long does your self-ignorance last? Until you come here, come to the study, gone. And the length will depend upon how well you are prepared, your mind. A well-prepared mind, viveki, vairagi, etc., fast. Otherwise, sometime. Along with it, don't say, I will prepare the mind and then come to study Vedanta. All your life will go in preparing only. Because how do you know you're prepared? No, I'm getting angry, sometimes. So, what's the big deal about that? Even I get angry. When I hear people murdering Vedanta and the interpretations, I feel like wringing their neck. And believe me, it's not my compassion or anything that keeps me from doing it. It's my discipline as a martial artist that keeps me from doing it. Yeah. So, you will get into a critical self-judgment. It's good to be evaluative, but not too critical about yourself. So what do? Live a life of Karma Yoga. Again, not work without expecting results. Prasada Buddhi, Ishwararpana Buddhi, okay? You live a life of Karma Yoga. Prioritize well in your life. Ishwararpanam and Prasada Buddhi. Work on whatever little corners you have to polish. Small things. Okay. Have some obsession here, some this thing here. No, I can't suffer fools gladly. Therefore, develop samadhana habit. You can label him a fool and call him a fool and accept him as a fool. Now, what's the problem? Where is the difficulty in accepting a fool as a fool? Absolutely no difficulty. No, but we expect wise behavior from a fool. And we get upset. Who's a fool then? If I am expecting wise behavior from a fool, he is not the fool, I am the fool. This is what happens in life, no? But sometimes he's okay. Thank God. Sometimes at least he's okay. He's capable of surprising you. Good. Achha. Acceptance. My boss is a pain. It's a part of his job. At least he thinks it's a part of his job. You don't have to be a pain for anyone. It's not a part of the job. Especially nowadays, because bosses are young. 2-3 years older, you're boss. Yeah. So for nowadays, for CEOs also, there is mentorship available. Our time CEOs, you didn't need mentoring. You'll mentor others. Because no one became a CEO before he crossed 50. Nowadays, 40-year-olds are becoming CEOs. Naturally, they require mentoring. Yeah. Not that at 50s, don't, some of them do. That's a different story. Therefore, that ignorance lasts only until your inquiry into the self starts. Once that is there, you are fine. Ignorance goes. So keep living a life of Karma Yoga. Keep studying. As I was saying yesterday, keep studying. And before you know it, hey, everything is fine. How long? I don't know. It's all fine now. That's all that matters. Then if you got it early enough, share it. With other people who are struggling for it, share it. No rule. I want to become a Mauni Baba in Rishikesh. Be a Mauni Baba. Mauni Baba is someone who doesn't speak, who's taken a vow of silence. Okay, be a Mauni Baba. It's okay. What you live after that doesn't matter. Vichara, that's all. But when you're studying, there is some need for self-evaluation, but not to become self-critical. Because like how your delusion, you have a delusion now that you are a finite human being. After some studies, you may have a delusion that I'm that infinite consciousness, I'm free from everything. That may be another delusion. Maharaj. Yeah. Your wisdom should lie lightly on your shoulders. Yeah, it's important. Be a normal person. Yeah, some other changes happen. What changes happen? Tell me. After knowledge, what changes can really happen? In Rishikesh, language changes a lot. When you eat, It is called bhojanam. Lunch, dinner, etc. Mahatma eats bhiksha. Bhiksha is going Madhukari, okay? If at a Kamandali you go for bhiksha, that's called bhiksha. Here he is being served by half a dozen people. Bhiksha. Mahatma hai na? Never ask a Mahatma here, where do you stay? महाराज जी रहते के पूरा दुनिया हमारा घर है, whole world is my घर. आपके आसन कहाँ है? Where have you kept your meditation seat? That's the language change. That's the language change. Yeah. Politely, आपके योगा पाठ क्या है? What's your name? Yoga पाठ. A little bit tough. Count sadhu. In the kshetra, you go, you are a new face. Count sadhu. Then you have to introduce yourself, who you are, what you are. Language change. After a good, nice bandara lunch, today also there is a bandara. 2 bandaras. Those who are not going to river rafting will be having a nice nap. When you sleep, it's a nap, afternoon nap. Mahatma sleeps, samadhi mein. It's all the same. Language changes. When you get out of an ashram setup, you are unhappy with this. I had a fight with them and I walked out. I couldn't stand that nonsense there. And Mahatmas don't speak like that. थोड़ा सैद्धांतिक मतभेद हो गया. That means we fought like hell, okay? Meaning on fundamental principles, siddhanta, saidantik, matbhed, difference of opinion. Never ask a Maharaj, what is the time? Never ask a Mahatma, what is the time? जो तीनों काल अतीत है, उसको टाइम से क्या मतलब है? Who's beyond the 3 periods of time, what does he have to do with time? So when I was a student here, I had a watch. You need a watch to keep time. No? Phones were not there to have a clock. But I never would wear it in my pocket. Not to be done. Once upon a time also. Nowadays things have changed. But some of the things continue. So after knowledge, nothing changes. What changes? Whatever changes here, a cognitive change has happened. You are looking at yourself and the world differently. You are looking at yourself as Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahman, manifesting through this body and mind. And the whole world is Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahman, manifest as names and forms. What is there? Satyam Jnanam Anantam. That's all there is there. Sachidananda Lakshana. और सब क्या है? सब थोड़ा खेल चल रहा है. संसार की खेल है, देख लो. The play of samsara, enjoy it. So, once knowledge takes place, everything changes, nothing changes. The more things change, the more they remain the same. A great philosopher said this. Who was that guy in Matrix? That bald guy? Dark guy?
Morpheus.
Morpheus. He was the one who said it, okay? The more things change, the more they remain the same. Because here everything has changed. The whole idea of things are changed. More they remain the same. Everything else remains same. Now what difference is there? Yeah. You still have to drink. You still have to eat. You still have to wear some clothes. You still have to go about. No, now I am a teacher. A role. Teacher is a role. I am a sannyasi. Peculiar role, where you drop other roles. Atma is not sannyasi. Yeah. Now that I am sannyasi, my life has changed. People used to come and ask, Swamiji, now that you have taken sannyasa, what has changed? Nothing has changed, except the color of my dress. Easier to maintain this color than white. To keep white, oh my God. This is easier. What has changed? Nothing. And everything. Everything, because your understanding is different. You are no more a finite entity, no more struggling in life. You're free. Big thing. That is the only freedom that is really there.
The 17 Anvayam, sorry. 17 Anvayam.
Anvayam, okay. Tatapi abhati koapi esha. Esha avidya kahapi. A little bit. Abhati. Tatapi, in spite of that, abhati, it appears. Vichara abhava jivanaha. It exists as long as it lives, as long as there is no vichara on the Atma. Avashya akashe. Like the mist in the space of consciousness, like the mist. Vicharaka udaya avadi. Its limit is what? In the mist, sunrise. Here, vichara rise. The rise of vichara. Until then it is there. That's all. Okay. Yeah. Very nice this thing. In the translation, avoid the last line. That's by mistake it has come in. Atma ajnana mahanidram Jambrate asmin janmane Dirga sopne spurantyete Sarga mokshadi vibrama Atma ajnana mahanidra. This great sleep of Atma ajnanam, of not knowing yourself. It's a great sleep. You are asleep to yourself. You know so many things about the world. But about yourself? About your body you know. Your mind you know. What you really are? Atma jnanam. Mahanidra. The jiva has been sleeping from the beginningless time onwards. He has ignorance about himself. How many lifetimes you live? God knows. How many lifetimes? Yeah, all those lifetimes I was ignorant. This lifetime now I am having a chance. Use it well. Atma ajnana mahanidra. Jambrate asmin jaganmaye. And because of that, the whole world of names and forms is born, he says. In this manner, the world is there. You take it yourself as separate from it. Dirga swapne sfurantyete. So the whole world appears as a long dream. You are dreaming because what's the dream? Not knowing you are the waker, you are experiencing a whole lot of stuff. No? What is waking? Not knowing what you are experiencing the whole thing. Therefore, he says what? And in that, you create ideas. Spiritual ideas, material ideas. This is spiritual, this is material. Everything is born of consciousness. What are you talking about? This is samsara. Too much of samsara. I want to go to heaven, swargaha. Swarga, mokshadi vibramaha. Delusions. I want to go and experience some joy in swarga. Why? This world I have seen everything, you know. I've gone on an Alaskan tour. I've gone to Europe. I've seen the northern lights. Yeah. I've been to Carpenter's Bay. Antarctica, launching point. देखा है सब. So as a tourist, what is left? हमें वो तरह heaven जाएगा. All religions are tourist brochures. My teacher used to say that. Come to our place. This is like this, like this, like this. No. Yeah. It's all tourist brochures, you know. No, your heaven is like that. My heaven is like this. Now, birth and rebirth is there. How come only Hindus claim to be reborn? Christianity and Islam and all don't create. You know why? See, heaven is same. If you are a good person, irrespective of which religion, you go to heaven. So, Saint Peter is going and complaining to God. You know, these Hindus who come, no? Creating a lot of problems in heaven. Why? They're swinging from the pearly gates. They're playing around with their halos, frisbee like. Creating a lot of. So God says, see, all are my children. They are good people, they deserve to be here. So Saint Peter rings up the devil. Says, do you have a problem? What are you talking about? They are trying to install air conditioning here. Hindus, you know. They are selling doklas, jalebis. So they came up with a solution. When a Hindu dies, get him reborn. So, and now I have discovered I have my bondage of self-ignorance. Therefore, now I am a seeker. Another Vibrama, he says. But Swarga Mokshadi Vibramaha. Another delusion. You seeker. You are Sachidananda Atma. Because you don't know that, you are playing the role of a seeker. Don't get too caught up in that role. Why am I saying this? There was this guy who came to me. Strong identity of seeker. I was the 7th guru he came to. Then he left me. Now he is with his 10th guru. He soon will become 11, I am sure. Why? Your identity of seeker is strong. And being with a strong identity of seeker, you are going to the teacher. Your teacher is very compassionate. You accept, okay. You accept you as what you are. Then you're a seeker, you have to grow, you have to think. So the teacher has to point out something. The moment the teacher points out some problems in his personality or what he has to do, he gets upset. He'll go somewhere else. This guru he's not compassion is not there, unconditional love is there, he's not there. He's saying, I must change in this. But I'm a seeker, so I'll go guru hunting. I don't really want to learn. I only want to hang out with the guru. Which is fine. Gurus are happy hanging out with people, not a problem. But if you're going to a guru, you better learn. So ask all my young, how many people I hang out with? Yeah. With Janvi and her cousin, Sanjana, they're hanging out with Sarosh quite often. No? Both din ho gaya. We should do that after we get back. That's a different thing. But seeker, you have to learn the truth. No? Why? Delusion. I am ignorant. I am ignorant is adhyasa. I am a seeker is adhyasa. Why? Because Vedanta doesn't say you are a seeker. Vedanta says you are Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahman. Sachidananda Lakshana. It doesn't say you are a seeker. Yeah. Because I have taken myself to be a samsari, a finite entity with all existential issues, the Shastra comes and says, as a counter for that, hey, have desire for moksha, be a jignasu, one who wants to know the truth, develop viveka, vairagya, etc. This is a counterpoint. Why? Because I moved far away and to be brought back. So every jiva is a potential prodigal soul. What is moksha? Garvapsi. back home. Going back home. Garvapsi in India is also something done by some organizations. So every other religion in India is a converted, either by force or by some temptation, something. Very often on the point of a sword. Save your lives, converted, or you died. So survivors are converted. So Vishwa Hindu Parishad has a program. We will welcome them back to the fold if they want to. Hinduism doesn't believe in conversion. But if you want to, welcome back. Moksha, welcome back. Home. Because that's your own true nature. What is home? Where you can be yourself, no? But some people keep their homes in such a way you can't be yourself. Too spick and span and... Hey, home is a place where you should be able to kick out your shoes and put your legs on the sofa and sit Naram se. People do that. I know this family, they have a very nice home. But the sitting room is never used until they have guests. Why? It's kept spick and span. And that lady's grandson comes and jumps onto the sofa. Are, bug, kya karto ho? Get take a My house is the other way around. Kids come and jump on the sofa. Mothers try to stop. I said, don't. But the sofa will get spoiled. It's a finite thing. It meant to get spoiled. But look bad. Let it look bad. I am not preserving a sofa. I am seeing that the child feels free with a sadhu to be himself or herself. Yeah. So later on when he becomes a teenager and gets into troubles, he will know. You know that sadhu was a Brahma. Can go and talk to him. He will accept me for what I am. And believe me, what the kids don't tell their parents, they come and tell me. If the parents knew it, they would have a heart attack. Yeah, what's the big deal? I have been worse. If someone who has been worse than that can become a Vedanta teacher, what is the problem with them? Nothing. They're fine. So these delusions, these superimpositions on ourselves are created by this only. All this adhyasa, I am a seeker is an adhyasa. I am a samsari is an adhyasa. But because I have taken myself to be a samsari and I don't like that, I have to take on the seeker identity until I know the truth. That's all. I am a jignyasu, jnatum ichuhu. You know, in Shankara Bhasha he makes it very clear that jnasa, jignasa. The pratyaya has the force, a desire to gain moksha, to know the truth. How long the desire? Until it is fulfilled. That's called jignasa. Until the desire for knowledge is fulfilled. Once you have that, you're fulfilled. Abhi kya hai? Now I'm free. Then you're an enlightened soul. Soul. Why? Because you know what an idiot you was before. If you really know the truth, this is how you will feel. I was an idiot before. Now that I'm a great wise soul. Buddha declared, Buddha had a student called Ananda. And Buddha declared, the flowers are showered for Ananda. That's a Buddhist expression. That means he knows the truth. So all the other students went, one of our own has become Ananda. Now that you are a wise person, how's the world? As miserable as ever. What do you expect the world to change? Especially now. Kali Yuga is bound to be like that. So much of anti-India propaganda, this, that. Let it be. No? You can do something about it, do. If you can do something about it, do. Please don't send me all the WhatsApp. Sending WhatsApp is not action. No, I'm sending WhatsApps. Hope somebody will take action. Everybody is thinking the same. What action? Nothing. one action will happen. The internet will become slower. Too much of messages. It is a communicating tool. That's why all of you must have noticed in my classes, no forwards. No forwards. Class groups, no forwards. Yeah. If personally you want to send me, I will tolerate that. I'll accept it and I will look into it. I'll read. It's better that than clogging up the WhatsApp groups. All delusory ideas imposed on the self. New careers come up, new identities come up. I'm a YouTuber. What do I do? YouTube shorts. TikToker. Fluid gender identities. Yesterday I was a woman, today I feel like a man. Tomorrow I may go back to feeling feminine. Delusory.
Swamiji, but that is a big problem.
Yeah, I know. All that's called samsara. This is special in Kali Yuga. Yeah. All superpositions. No? Your identity is going by your feelings. At least previously identity went by what you are doing, what you are achieving, etc. Now by just what you are feeling. Male and female are both in you. Be in harmony with both, you are fine. No. I will become androgynous, neither male nor female. Get a knife and come with me. I will make you that fast. Knife is less painful. Bare hands will be more painful. Bare hands also you can do. Eagle claw. All delusory self thinking. I am a seeker itself, he is mentioned. Swarga mokshadi vibrama. Swarga is one delusion. But Swamiji, the place exists now, it exists. You want to go there, waste your time. You sold 2 class enough here, udhar bhi hai ke bechne ke. They try local cuisine. Na? You carry khakra to Switzerland, that is bad enough. You want to open a 2 class stall in heaven? What is this? Try the local cuisine. Don't worry, there will get vegetarian, not a problem. Switzerland may be doubtful in some places. Especially the German sector is a bit doubtful. उधर क्या लेके जाए? All samsaras. I want to go to heaven. He is saying, I want to gain moksha is a delusion. Correct, because Atma is free. You are not a samsari. Even if you are wearing a sari, or you have chased some saris, you are not a samsari. You are Sachidananda Lakshana. Not knowing that, all these concepts come up. So some concepts are helpful, some adhyasa is helpful, some adhyasa is problematic. So choose your adhyasa as well. Until you can drop all adhyasas. Meant to be dropped. Any adhyasa is a bluff, meant to be called. Yeah. I am neither the seeker nor the enlightened. Sachidananda Rupoham, that's all I am. What else is there? Yeah. Swamiji, your horoscope says you have the blessings of Guru and Venus, you will have all knowledge. That is dealing with my mind. It is true. It is true, as he said. I am comfortable on walking both the boats. Spiritual and material knowledge, I am comfortable with both. Because for me, all knowledge is from the Ishvara only anyway. All knowledge is from Bhagavan. Whether knowledge of physics or knowledge of Vedanta, it's all from Bhagavan. From Ishvara. So I am fine. I don't make too much of sacred, non-sacred divide. Everything is sacred. Yeah. In India, that's how it is, no? Dasara day, Pustaka Puja, worshipping your books. What do you keep there? All the books, no school books. As kids, we kept all our school books. History book, all wrong. Aurangzeb. Akbar the Great, what great? He levied tax on Hindus just because they are Hindus. What sort of nonsense? Sacred word, printed word is sacred, it comes from God, Ishvara. Keep the book. Everything is sacred. But that's dealing with my mind, with me, the personality, with the entity that was born. How do you form a horoscope unless you have birth time? Yeah, you need time of birth, place of birth, date of birth. I am birthless. I have neither birth nor death. Abhi kya? I am not saying I will not have future birth or death. I am saying right now I am not born. By Sachidananda Lakshana. Where is birth? Samji, your horoscope. I know it's a horoscope sometimes. If you look at the Dasha, it's a horoscope. So, whose entity that is born? Not me. Not me. I am Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahman. What is born? Mind and body. Mind taking a body is called birth. Mind giving up that body is called death. Or kya? So what's the big deal about it? I promise you everlasting life. That I already have. But I never was born, I'm never dying. Even though I have a horoscope. Freedom from birth and death now, this moment, as you are, as you exist. That is what the whole thing is about. Anya vacha vivanchate. In Upanishad says that. All other talk, kya baat hai, abhi karne ka. Give it up. Yeah. Okay. Now some of these adhyasas he is taking. Jada ajada vibhago vayam ajade mai kalpitaha Biti bhage same chitra Chara chara vibhagavat Jada ajadaha, insentient and sentient, non-living, living. This bhagaha, vibhagaha, this division, always there, no? How can you function in the world? This is non-living, the table, not sentient. If it was living, then I will strike a deal. Hey, I'm going to take a class for a little bit more than an hour. Please don't walk around, okay? Yeah, but don't bang me too hard, okay? I'll have to strike a deal. What will I get by sitting here like that? So it is good to have jada, ajada, vibhagaha. But ajade mai kalpitaha, it's all superimposed on me, the consciousness. Why? What is this table? We remember the process, the thing that we went through, wood, hydrocarbons, etc. What is the final thing? Pure existence consciousness. That's the final reality. So in the consciousness, you are making a division. Some things are living, some things are not living. Conscious, not conscious. Some are living but they can't communicate. Trees, etc. Jade mai kalpitaha. How is that like? Biti bhage, on a flat section of a wall. Same chitraha. A picture is being painted. What is that? Chara achara vibhagavat. There also in the painting, some are living. The deer is running around. The tree is stationary. The rock doesn't respond to anything. Like a painting on the wall. Sometimes there are gods and goddesses also. Michelangelo's painting on this Peter's Chapel. It's a Sistine painting. Living, non-living, where? Painted on the wall. Similarly, in me, the consciousness, you are painting living, non-living. So, if I introduce a mind into this table, the mind will become alive. Like this was when this was a tree once upon a time. But mind gone, insentient, dead. Yes, using a dead body here actually. The table is a dead tree, isn't it? Everything in nature, even dead, they are useful. Only human being is you are not useful while death. Get rid of the body faster. So that's all there is there. Even the divisions of sentient, not insentient, this is not true. Everything is based in one consciousness. If there is a mind, the consciousness will be manifest. If there is no mind, only the existence will be manifest. Like the table exists. Existence is manifest. Consciousness is not manifest. Ananda is manifest in a conscious person once in a way. Until you discover this knowledge. Then all the time Ananda. All the time Ananda. Irrespective of the experience. Sometimes Ananda is manifest, cracking a joke, laughing. Sometimes simply sitting Ananda. That's the only difference. Therefore, on this Sachidananda, the world picture is drawn. In fact, according to some scientists, the whole universe is a hologram. Yeah, science talks about it like that. Could be a hologram. We have been saying that all the time anyway. One thing about Indians and Hindus, no? Anything that has happened, we'll say, yeah, it's happened before. Correct. Old civilization, Baba. What is new in civilization anyway? Old. So we've been there, done that. Huh? But the sentient-insentient divide is an apparent divide you are creating, not real. That means observer-observed divide is also not real. If I am consciousness and this table is consciousness, is there any divide? Me and the table? No real divide. The forms are different. Content is one and the same. Forms are different. This form, this form. Keep banging. Hand is harder, table will break. Table is harder, hand will break. That's all. Big difference. But where is the difference? Seer seen. Seer seen from the standpoint of this body and this table. Shift to consciousness. It is neither the seer nor the seen, or both the seer and the seen. इतना ही बात है और सब क्या है संसार का खेल है This is a very common expression in Rishikesh, okay? The play of samsara, play of names and forms. Let us play. Who said the ocean always has to be still like a mill pond? Ocean means it must roar with waves, no? With waves. Only then it's ocean. You're going on a cruise. Everything is calm and peaceful. Where's the fun in that? Really, there is a challenge. But cruise operators do that. There's a storm, they'll skip it. Safety of the crew matters, safety of the people and the crew matters. Yeah, I know. Whereas the commercial liner, if you can run before the storm, run, or go through the storm. It's only when you go through a storm you get to see your sea legs. So, today the samsara is stormy. Great. Tomorrow it will come. Great. You are the calm center in the storm of all activities. Everything happens around. And what are you? The one who's witnessing everything. So you're always calm. You're always calm and peaceful. You're the calm center. Let us say you are on the shore watching a boat. Boat is being tossed and turned and everything. Do you also go like that? Thank God. Similarly here, there's a storm of names and forms. You are that calm center, consciousness. Where is the problem? What if you are in the boat? Then also no problems. Yeah. I don't like being tossed and thrown about here and there. Yeah. You don't. You're paying money and going to be tossed and turned. River rafting. You're paying money for that. Life is tossing and turning every time. What about that? Why can't you enjoy this ride as much as that ride? Correct? Because you know there is a beginning and an end, and it is voluntary choice, therefore there is a thrill and adrenaline rush, etc. Here, stressful. So, what a boss I have. Big bump on river road. It's a big bump. Enjoy the ride. No? A boat drifting down peacefully. Very romanticized. Row, row, row the boat gently down the
Stream.
You get bored. After half an hour of that, you're bored. You look around. What is happening? You look around. What is happening? Here nothing is happening. That is when things start going off. Why? 1 hour has moved away. You lost it. Now the fun will start. Same in life. Yeah. You are along here for the ride, na? You're born here means you are there for the ride. Enjoy the ride. Enjoy the ride. It's too stressful. There, great fun. And in life, too stressful. So all of you are going river rafting. Enjoy that experience and try to bring that fun part into your life. You are enjoying the ride. So next time you face a problem, say, hey, this is one nice big rock coming up. He'll tell you that. Hold on. Hold on. Don't row, stop rowing. Same way in life. Stop rowing. Just go through that. Stop running around. This is just to survive time. Survive. Sometimes right side row. Why you have to turn directions. There's no steering. Na? Sometimes stop. Left side, reverse, reverse rowing. Life is also the same. Enjoy the ride. Why? Sachidananda Lakshana. Yes, Sachidananda, what is there? What problem? What stress? Nothing. Complete freedom. Enjoy the game.